Namaste and welcome. Good morning. And here we are again, 26 and 2. Here I have my trusty son-in-law Keith to be demonstrating. Kyle, thank you as ever. Behind there I am Mary. I guess I should say that. And so yeah, get your yogi mat going and let's do this because we love ourselves and that's what's going to happen. So, okay, toes and heels together. We always start this particular practice with the pranayama breathing. So, check it out. Get yourself comfortable. Weights on the heels a little bit. Bring those fingers together right to the webbing. Knuckles connect to the chin. Shoulders back and down. Keep that core engaged. Super important. Remember, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And let's do a unity exhale. Shah. And begin, please. Elbows come up. Slow and steady is the name of this game. Fill those lungs to the very, very top. Hold it. Head goes back. Exhale, breath. Open that mouth, open those eyes, and work on bringing those elbows forward to touch. Head down. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suck in that belly. Head back. Exhale, breath. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down. Inhale. Fill those lungs. That's what it's all about. Your lungs are huge. Think about filling them totally. Hold it at the top. Head back. Exhale, breath. Squeeze it out. Really work on emptying those lungs, bringing your elbows forward to touch. Head down. Inhale, breathing. This totally gets us prepared and ready for the 26 poses. Hold it at the top. Head back. Exhale, breath. Your lungs love you for this. Your life loves you for this. This is the breath of life. Elbows touch, head down, inhale, breathing. Fill the lungs, bring those elbows up, eyes are open. Head back, exhale, breath, squeeze it out, palms, wrists, forearms, elbows come forward to touch. Head down, inhale, breath. Keep that core engaged, weights in the heels just a little bit, hold it at the top, suck in that belly, head back, exhale, breath. Really let your head go back without doing a back bend. Eyes stay open, elbows touch, head down, inhale, breath. Inhale, inhale, fill the lungs. Keep that core engaged, please. Head back, exhale, breath, squeeze it out, every little drop. Bring those elbows forward to touch, head down, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it, head back, exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down. This is our last one. Make it your very, very best. Fill your lungs till it's ridiculous, till you can literally not take another sip. Hold it at the top. Head back. Exhale. Now we're going to empty our lungs until there's literally not one drop of air left. Elbows forward to touch. And change. Beautiful. Did you get every drop out? Good work. All right, half moon, here we come. Beginning our warm up. This is arms come up over the head. So clasp those fingers, release the pointer finger, cross the thumb. See what you can do about locking your elbows, arms right to the ears, chin away from chest. Weight is back in the heels. Inhale, breath, stretch up. We're going to do a little right, left, left, right. Just warming up a little. It's still early here Sunday morning. So we like to take a little time to let our spine know what our intention is here. Come to center, please. Nice. All right. So we're going to set ourselves up, form over depth, forever and ever. Inhale, breathing, stretch up, chin away from chest. Body weight, upper body back just a little to keep the weight in the heels. Here we go, half moon right. Fingertips go to the right, pushing the left hip toward the left wall. Take your time. So I like to come down, kind of regroup, adjust, maybe right shoulder forward, left hip forward, chin up. Inhale. Give myself a little more, push in the left hip. Yeah, that works nice. Keep that chin away from the chest. If you don't have a mirror, that's a little tricky. Just assume that chin can come up a little more. Push that left hip out, squeeze those palms, scan the weight in your legs. And let's go for it. Push that hip out for 3, 2, 1, and change. Nice work. Come to center. We're going to set ourselves up. Inhale, breath, stretch up. Upper body back, keeping the weight in the heels. Here we go, half moon left. So fingertips to the left, pushing the right hip toward the right wall. So we're just check the left shoulder, the right hip forward, chin away from chest, eyes are open throughout the practice. 45 minutes moving meditation. Keep breathing, squeeze those palms, see if you can reach up and over a little more. Keep pushing the right hip out, scanning the weight in your legs, chin up. Here we go, gonna count you down for 3. Push out that hippie, 2 and 1. Change. Nice half moon, Keith. Come to center. First back bend. Here we go. Inhale, breath. Stretch up. He's creating space for himself. Drop the head back. Now he's going to let his head hang a little bit and get comfortable with what that feels like. Now inhale, breath, stretch the fingertips up to the ceiling and bring the arms back to the ears and begin your back bend. So we push the stomach, hip, thighs forward. As we squeeze our palms together and reach up and back, let the head go a little more. Eyes are still open. Think, squeeze, reach, go back. Push those hips forward. One more time, squeeze, reach, go back. Find your depth here now. And change. Come on up. Head up last. Inhale. Here we go. Forward fold. Exhale, breath. Bend the knees a little. Straight spine, arms with ears. Once you get down there, let the hands go. And let's give ourselves a moment here. We're going to bend one knee, bend the other, but really let your head go here. This is a nice moment of grace. Just hanging out. Exhale, breath. Feel in the body. This right here will tell you where you're tight this morning. All right, let's move into this. Padahastasana, hands to feet. All right, so bend the knees a lot, so your tummy comes right upon your thighs, chest on your knees. Reach around, cup your heels with your fingertips. We're striving to get our pinkies parallel underneath there. Once you've got a good grip, here's how we do. Pull on the heels, tailbone floats up, crown of the head goes straight down to the floor. So we're thinking face to shins. We're working the elbows behind the calf, using your exhale breath. So pull on those heels. See what you can do about getting your face to your shins, face relaxed, eyes open. See what you can do about locking those legs. One day you will. Exhale breath. Pull on the heels. See if you can do your tailbone up just a teeny bit more. One more exhale. Pull on the heels and change, please. Coming on up the same way you went down. Arms with ears. Inhale, inhale. Stretch up. Arms down side. Beautiful. Awkward pose. We're going to work on this lower part of our lower parts of ourselves. So we're going to step out 6 inches. Hip width. So determine what size your hips are. Check it out. Toes and heels stay in one line. It's like they're actually nailed to the floor in this first part. Arms come up. So strong. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, breath, chest up. Here we go. Stick your bum way out, fingertips way forward, and bend those knees. Boom. So 6 inches between the knees. Think about one day the backs of your thighs being parallel to the floor. Strong, strong arms. Now once you're nice and comfy there, work those shoulders back and down. Find exhale breath in the lowest part of your belly and find your depth as you build such muscle in those legs. And change. Come all the way up. Find your grounding. Here we go. We're going to come up all the way onto our toes. So it's kicking those ankle bones forward. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, chest up. This is it. Knees come up, heels come forward, hips come down. Please strive to keep 6 inches between your knees. Remember form over depth. So that means just keep working on kicking those heels forward. Spine straight, strong arms. Everything up here is totally engaged. Find your depth. Hold your pose. Beautiful. And change. Come all the way up. Rock back on your heels and coming up on your toes. Just enough to bring those knees together so tight. That's where they'll stay stuck like glue together. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, breath, chest up. We're going to work it down for 10, 9. So we're focusing to bring our bum to our heels for 6, 5. Please keep those knees together. Inner thighs engaged. 2, 1. Now once you're down there, if you find that your bum actually sat right on your heels, please strive to come off a 1/2 inch. Make those arms so strong You look like a perfect box from the side. Squeeze. Inner thighs are being used. All right, here we go. Slow and steady. Striving to keep yourself straight spine all the way up. Come on up, Keith. And change. Arms down, feet back together. Beautiful. Bravo. Eagle pose. We're going to move right along before we calm our heart too much. This is it. Arms come up. Please identify your right hand, your right wing. Inhale, stretch up. Now right comes up, down underneath that left. Cross and twist. So those thumbs will be coming towards your face. Pinky fingers forward and pull those elbows down. Take yourself a moment to connect with this. Now let's bend our knees a lot. That right leg now is going to come up and over the left, striving to hook the right toes behind the left ankle. Now once you're there, check that left hip forward. Bring the weight into the left heel a little bit. Pull the elbows down. Squeeze the inner thighs. Chest up and back at the end. Squeeze, pull, and breathe. Squeeze, pull, and breathe one more time. Find a teeny bit more depth. Squeeze, and change. Right leg down. Arms up. Big breath, big space. Straight into left wing. Under the right. Yeah. Cross and twist. Do what you can. One day those palms will come together. If this is where you're at, that's okay. If it's really difficult, this is okay too. Pull those elbows down. Connect. Bend those knees. Here we go. Left leg up and over. See what you can do about hooking those left toes behind the right ankle now. Ooh, flying eagle. All right, once here, we're going to check the right hip forward, and we're going to bring the weight back in the right heel just a little bit. Then we're going to pull the elbows down. We're going to squeeze those inner thighs, and then chest up and back at the end, and find your depth, and pull your elbows down, and squeeze, and breathe. Find a teeny bit more depth. Really challenge yourself here. This is amazing for all your lower body parts and your internal organs. Pull, squeeze, breathe, and change. Left leg down, arms up. Big breath. Arms down. Would you like a sip of water? You're good? You at home, if you'd like a sip of water, now's the time to do it. Before we set ourselves up for standing head to knee. This is where we move from the warm-up part of the series into the balancing, strengthening, concentration part. So here we go. We're going to bring all of our focus into our left leg. Anyone who's, been with me before, you all know that I'm going to talk about the locked leg. That's a worthy thing to work on practicing. It builds stamina and strength. Bring the body weight forward. Take the pressure off that knee. We don't want to hyperextend that knee. Hands come on the hips. Right leg comes up so that right thigh is parallel with the floor, and the toes are flexing back toward the face, and drop that right hip. It will come up, so drop that down. If this is your pose today, awesome. Carry on. If you'd like to go a little further, here's how we do. We suck the lower belly in, roll forward, and clasp with all our fingers, thumbs included, underneath the ball of the foot. Gaze is forward, and then we drop that right heel a little bit. So the thigh is still parallel to the floor. Now here we go. Inhale, breathing, kick out. Right leg kicks out. So we start off elbows locked, both legs locked, chest up. If this is where you're at and you want to hold it there, awesome. If you'd like to bend your elbows down past your calves, go for it now. Gaze is still forward. The time we get that we're going to actually change our gaze is now, because we're going to bring the forehead to the knee. For 3, 2, 1, and change. So you at home, if you held that, bravo. Striving to come out the same way you went in, please. So let's go to the other side. Right leg strong, solid, locked. You know what to do. Engage all those muscles. Hands on hips. Left leg comes up. Thighs parallel. Toes flex back. Drop that left hip. Again, if this is where you went on the first side, please carry on. If you'd like to go further, suck that lower belly in. Roll forward and clasp that left foot with all your fingers, thumbs included, in the clasp. Gaze is forward. Striving to keep that left thigh parallel. Here we go. Inhale, breath. Kick out. Boop. In my mind, you've kicked out. So once you've kicked out, see what you can do about getting both legs so locked solid. Elbows locked, chest up. This may be as far as you can go today, but if you'd like to go further, bend those elbows down past the calf. Still the gaze is forward. The only time our gaze changes is right now, forehead to knee. When we tuck our chin, forehead to knee, I'll count you down for 3, 2, 1, and change. Nice. That's okay. Perfect. It's practice. That's where you're at today. That's the beauty of yoga. There's nowhere to arrive. There's just the moment and what we do. All right, let's move along into our standing bow pulling. So toes and heels together. Check it out on your mat. Right hand comes out to the side. Think you're holding a platter. Then drop your hand so the elbow continues, the inside of your elbow continues to face out, and pick up the inside of your right foot or ankle. And before we go anywhere, we're going to set ourselves up so that right knee goes straight down, those two knees together. And now connect with your right shoulder. Let it open before you even go anywhere. Now we're going to bring our left arm up, palm forward. Now the next step is an inhale breath, stretching our fingertips straight up. Here we go. So now the chin and shoulder are right next to each other. Hold that space and begin. Kick back, kick up. Slow and steady, remember, is the name of the game. Connect with that right shoulder. Let it open behind you as you're stretching your left fingertips. Again, gaze is right down the middle of your middle finger there. Eventually you'll come down low enough that you'll be right in the middle of your forehead. Kick back, kick up. Bring that body down. Kicking and stretching is exactly equal for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Kick out. Right leg down, left arm down. Nice work. All right. Other side. Again, check your toes and feet together. Nice. Left hand out. Drop that hand. Pick up the inside of that foot or ankle and set yourself up so the left knee goes straight down, and check out that left shoulder. Let it open. Right arm up, palm forward, gaze forward, chin up. Inhale, stretch those fingertips straight up to the ceiling. Just created a big bunch of beautiful space. So now we begin. Kick back, kick up. Allow that left shoulder to open. Stretch those right fingertips forward. When we create our space first, it allows the body to do its job of healing. Everything's moving and flowing. All the nooks and crannies are being taken care of. Kick back, kick up. Remember, you're kicking and stretching exactly equal. Body down, leg up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change. Come back to center. Check out your toes and heels. Everything's nice and even. One more, please. That would be the standing bow pulling, the standing balancing stick. Thank you, Keith. Okay, so a step to the back of your mat, perhaps a little bit, if you need the room. And here we go. Arms come up. Clasp those fingers. Release the pointer finger. Cross the thumb. Chin up. Right foot steps. Nice big step. Take a moment to balance yourself, coming on the left toe. Then lock your elbows, chin away from chest. Inhale. Here we go again, creating space. And this is it. Body down, leg up, body down, leg up. So you're hinging on that right hip. If you look forward in front of you 4 feet, that will really help. Striving to keep your arms with your ears. Lock that left knee and point that toe. And drop that left hip. Stretch. Everybody body down. Stretch. Stretch. And change. Perfect balancing stick today, Keith. Arms are still up there. Let's move it along. Left foot steps forward. Get that heart rate going up. Set yourself up. Inhale, breath. Stretch up. Chin up. Breathe in. This is it. Okay. Body down, leg up, body down, leg up. This time we're hinging on the left hip. Looking forward just a little bit will really help here. So think about yourself being like a perfect capital T from the side. Pointing those fingers forward. Point that toe back. Locking that right knee. Dropping that right hip. Stretch. Body down. Stretch. Perfect. Stretch and change. Bravo. Beautiful. Arms down. Ha! Say hello to your heart. It's probably pounding about now. All right, so now we move along into the triangle part of the series. So we come to step to the top of our mat, turn to face the right or left, wherever you are happening in your own house. Arms come up. Big step to the right. The bigger the step, the easier this pose will be for you. Arms come down, palms parallel. Now everybody, please just kick your heels out a little bit. Protect the lower back and those knees. Now we're going to inhale breath with the biggest chest possible. And here we go. Again, hinging at the hips, we're going to come forward. Keep the body weight forward as you can. Think straight spine. Come on down. Now, if you're coming down there and you think your best bet is to put your hands in front of you, that's all perfect. If you'd like to grab behind your legs, like perhaps you'd like to step on your fingertips with the outside of your feet, sometimes you can grab your ankles or your calves. It's all good. But everybody, move your body weight forward onto the balls of your feet. Think hips over ankles. Use your exhale breath. If you've got a hold of your legs anywhere, use your arm strength. And what you're thinking about is lengthening from the lowest part of your back to spine to the very top of your head. Faces parallel, because once we kind of tuck our chin, then we kind of can start to round. And what we're after is lengthening. Use your exhale breath. Pull one more time. Get as much as you can out of this and change. Engage those quads and come on up. Straight spine. Step your right foot back. Arms down. Whew, that was a recovery pose. Now we're going to hit the triangle. So this is a power pose. So let's do it. Arms come up. Big step to the right. Palms down parallel. Now we're going to turn, pivot on the right heel and turn the right foot out till it's perfectly parallel with your backside wall and bend the right knee. So think about that right thigh being parallel to the floor. So if you need to walk your foot out, that's okie dokie. Check your heels are in one line. Now body forward. Inhale, open your arms. Again, creating beautiful space. Now just the arms move, so right arm down, left arm up, and this is it. We sink into it. So the right elbow comes in front of the right knee. We stretch that left arm up so much, and we sink into this, thinking about one day the fingertips being right between the big and middle toes. Now we're going to work on micro movements. So drop that left shoulder back, twist or turn the upper body. Your left hip will come forward the teeniest amount, and we will apply the tiniest bit of pressure onto our right knee with our right elbow. Effectively, 100% of his body is being worked. His left foot is firm on the floor. For 3, stretch up. For 2, stretch down and change. Beautiful. Come on up. The right foot in. Now we're going to pivot on the left heel. So the left foot comes out till it's perfectly parallel. Yep. Zoop. Always protecting the knees. Bend that left knee. Come on down. Parallel that thigh. One day that's where we're going to get. Body forward. Inhale, open. Now just the arms move. So left arm down, right arm up. Here we go. We're sinking into it. Left elbow comes in front of the left knee. Right arm stretches up. Chin to shoulder, if that's okay with your neck. Now let's work on these micro movements. Drop that right shoulder behind you. Yes, perfect. Right hip forward, teeny bit. Left elbow open into that left knee, getting into that left hip joint. Stretch up, stretch down. Keep breathing. Get the most out of this one pose for 3, 2, 1, and change. Beautiful. Come on up. Left foot in. Step back. This time arms come up over the head. Set that spine. Arms down. Poof. Nice work. All right. Last but not least of the triangle part of the series is separate leg stretching, head to knee. Check your toes and heels. Yep. All good. Arms come up over the head. Now this time we're in a prayer pose, so just the thumbs are crossed. So here we go. Big step to the right. Think 3 feet minimum. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Keith has even got a little more. He's a bit taller than me. That makes perfect sense. Now we're going to pivot on those heels to the back wall. And then we're going to check the left hip. We're thinking 2 hips in one line. Yeah. Squeeze your inner thighs. That helps a lot to hold that hippie there. Inhale, breath, stretch up. Create your space. Tuck the chin. Here we go. Suck in the belly. Exhale, breath. We're rounding the spine, focusing forehead, right knee. So bend your right knee as much as you need to bring the forehead to the knee. Eyes are open. So I like to exhale all the way down, and by the time my forehead touch my knee, I'm tiny sips of air coming in. Maybe sometimes we like to bring a little body weight forward into the right leg to bring that left hip down. We're thinking that I want to be able to put a platter on his back. Those hips are so even. Keep breathing. Keep it going for 3, 2, 1, and change, please. Slow and steady. Unwind your spine. Once you totally face that back wall, Then pivot and pivot. And sometimes when we pivot, we lose a little space. That's okay. Just walk that little foot forward and check that right hip forward. Squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale, stretch up, create space. Tuck the chin, exhale breath, suck the belly in, bend the left knee. Use your exhale all the way down there. Forehead to knee. Eyes are still open. Once your forehead touch your knee, probably tiny sips of air. Body weight might want to come forward a little bit to bring that right hip down. Perfectly, beautifully rounded. You can see it opening and squishing. Tremendous therapy is occurring here. And change, slow and steady. Strive to keep those palms together, coming all the way up. Once you're totally unwound, pivot forward, step back, arms down. Bravo. Ha! Finish the triangle part of the series. I dare say you're sweating a little, Keith. Not the same as a hot studio, but it will get your mojo rising. All right, one more of the standing series. That is the tree pose. So let's find ourselves cozy and comfortable. As always, bring in the focus into the left leg. That's the one we're going to stand on. Nice and strong, lock solid. It's like a tree trunk. Here we go. Going to pick up the right leg. Clasp your fingers together just under the kneecap there and pull it in nice and tight. This is like standing wind removing. Once you're comfortable there, then you're going to grab that right foot from underneath with your left hand and pull it up as high as you can onto the front of your left thigh. And you're going to allow gently, carefully and slowly your right knee to come down. Your two hips will try to stay in line. Shoulders back. Tuck in your bum. Think tree. Right hand in prayer if you like that. Gaze forward. Gaze relaxed. Let's move straight into toe stand. Eyes fall to the top of your mat. Now, if that's as far as your toe stand goes today, awesome, carry on. But if you'd like to go a little further, you're going to bring your body down to the floor, knowing that your hands will catch you here. If you need to bend your left knee a little bit, that's okay, but no wobble, please. We always want to protect that knee. Once your hands touch the floor and you're feeling comfortable, bend that left knee, bring your bum to your heel. See that your two knees are even, then you can walk your hands beside you. And if you're ready and you're feeling it this morning, bring those hands into prayer. You might even just have one clap for me this morning. It's one of my favorite sounds in the yoga studio. All right, let's change. So push yourself away from the floor, nice and strong. Protect that knee. Coming on up, hit your tree. Right leg down. Bravo. Good job. Okay, other side. Here we go again. Right leg strong. So strong. Bring up that left leg. Clasp those fingers just below that left knee and pull it in nice and tight. Get rid of that space between your knee there and the back. Now we're going to grab that left foot from underneath with the right hand and pull it up as high as we possibly can onto the front of the right thigh. Allow that left knee down, taking your time. Once you're there, shoulders back and down. Tuck in your bum. Left hand in prayer if that's where you like to be. Nice and relaxed, peaceful. Now gaze falls to the top of the mat. Here we go. Hinging on those hips. Think about bringing your body weight into your hands. Protect that knee. Now if that's where you're going to hang out, I'm okay with that. But if you'd like to go a little further, let's go for it. Bend the right knee, bum to heel. Walk your little hands beside you. See what you can do about bringing those two knees in one line. And if you're there, you're comfortable, you're feeling it, you know what to do. See what you can do about bringing those hands into prayer. Literally, the gaze is the last thing to come up in a toe stand. And change, please. Push the floor away from you. Boom. Coming on up. Hit your tree. Left leg down. That's okay. Shavasana. Yes. Let's find our way. Honor yourself. That was the standing series completed. Nice and strong. So now we lay on our back. See if we can keep our heels touching. Let the toes fall open. Arms are nice and close to the side of the body. Palms up. Chin is tucked just the tiniest bit, just to take the pressure off there a little bit. Focus on your breathing. Be with your moment. Feel the floor support you from underneath. And we'll be there for a moment. 10 more seconds. Let's do a little yogi breath. Inhale, breathing, belly rise. Exhale, breath, belly fall. Nice. All right, let's move along, shall we? On the floor series, we always start that with the wind removing pose. So let's begin. Right leg comes up, bend that right knee. Now clasp all your fingers just below that right kneecap. Think white knuckle grip. Pull that right knee towards your right shoulder, avoiding the rib cage. Now let's do our check. Chin is tucked, eyes are open. See if you can let that left shoulder down a little. Relax the right foot. You might want to flex your left toes back to you, but you are not releasing that white knuckle grip. That is a constant throughout. You're pulling that knee in. You're giving it a pinch, a compression. All man's things are happening. And change. Right leg down. Let that flush for a second. Left leg comes up. Bend that knee, clasp those fingers right nice and tight to the webbing. Pull that right into your left shoulder, avoiding that left rib cage. Again, chin tucked, eyes open. Right shoulder down. Left foot relaxed. You can flex the right toes if you like to. But you're feeling a pinch in the left hip joint this time. Compression of that left side abdomen. Give yourself such a glorious hug. Pull it in there. One more time. And change. Left leg down. Let it flush. Now we know what's coming. Both knees come up together. We're going to do everything we can to grab our elbows over top our knees with our palms of our hands. If you really can't reach your elbows, forearms, wrists, that's okay. But one day, that's what we're striving for, is elbows, chin tucked, eyes open. Feet are side by side. You're nice and compact here. Both hip joints, total full compression of the abdomen. Give it a nice tight hug. Now use your imagination to see your tailbone come down to the floor. Think about your whole spine touching. One more hug. And release, please. Both legs come down together if you can. Shavasana, arms to the side. It's a nice pose. It's powerful. However, now we're going to do what we call a straight leg sit-up. So this is how we do it. Toes and heels come together, flexing the toes back toward the face. Arms come up over the head, crossing the thumbs only so the palms are open. As you inhale, you sit up. So let's go. Inhale, sit up. Double exhale, and bounce, bounce. So it's grabbing those toes. Spin around, please, onto your bellies, preparing for the spine strengthening part of this series. So here we are on our bellies. We bring our fingertips just below our shoulder tops, nice and close to the body, chin forward. Once we're there and feeling comfortable, we're going to focus on what the cobra tail is like. So here we are, the glutes, so your butt tight, legs are tight, top of the feet stay connected to the floor. So here we go. Inhale, breathing. We're going to lift the chest up and look up. Hands stay connected to the floor. So we're coming to a 90 degrees with the elbows, squeezing your bum, squeezing your legs so tight. Breathe in. You will feel it. Use your eyes to look to the ceiling. Just the belly button to the tip of your toes ideally will be what's touching one day. One more time. Come up and change. Come on down. Left ear on the floor, arms to the side. Just a short savas. All right, second pose. Chin forward, please. Half locust. So we're going to flip our palms flat on the floor and bring them underneath our body. If you need to leave them beside your body, that's 100% acceptable. But really working on one day getting under there where you're, even if it's just the very tip of your pinkies touching, one day your hands will be touching. Chin is forward. Here we go. Focus on your right leg and lift it up 2 inches, and then think going back and up. So that right knee is locked, those toes are pointed. The right hip stays connected to the floor. You're not using your left leg at all here. 45 degrees is what we're after. Keep breathing. Make it so strong. Nice. And change. Right leg down. Forget about that right leg. Doesn't exist. Here we go. Left leg come up just like 2 inches. Then think backing up. It's almost coming out of your hip socket. Bring it up 45 degrees. So that knee is locked and those toes are pointed. And that left hip stays connected to the floor. We're not using the right leg at all here. 45 degrees. Keep breathing. And change. Beautiful, Keith. Left leg down. Okay, regroup. So mouth comes to the floor, unless you're Keith. I think Keith's chin stays forward because he can come up so high. But for myself, my mouth comes down to the floor to protect my neck. Maybe work those hands a little closer. Here we go. Inhale, breathing. Both legs come up together. Yes. So now he's going to press down and back to the back of his mat with the palm of his hands. Once he gets this beautiful height, he's going to bring some body weight forward into the top of his shoulders here. Breathe in, come up. One more time. See if you can come up a quarter more inch at home. And change, please. Both legs down. Arms come out right away. Right ear on the floor. Let that go. Yeah, that's a doozy magoozy. All right, third part of the spine strengthening, full locust or airplane. So chin forward, please. Arms come out horizontal to the side. Going to keep them there. That's what we're working on, using the upper part of the spine. Here we go. Inhale, breathing, and lift up. Chest up, look up, legs up. Breathe in, arms up, come up. Breathe in, come up. See if there's any part of your body you can bring up a little, eyes up to the ceiling. Okay, one more time. Come up. Allow yourself to feel this and change. Gently land that plane. Left ear on the floor, arms to the side. Take a little short, tiny little shavas. Here we go, floor bow, chin forward, bend those knees, grab the outsides of your feet or ankles. If you at home are having trouble grabbing your both feet, try one at a time. You ready? Inhale, breathing, both legs come up, kick back. Kick, 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 and that will open your shoulders and your chest. The kicking and kicking. Bring your feet together, kick back, kick up. Roll forward one time onto the soft part of your belly. Eyes are looking up. Keep breathing in. Keep kicking so hard. One more time, kick back, kick up, come up, and change. Slow and steady. Release. Right ear on the floor. Let it go. I can't tell if that's a long blonde hair stuck on you or a spider web. Either way, stay calm. All right, let's find ourselves into a little short 5-second baby pose or child's pose. So push yourself up nice and strong, and then bring your knees down, open your knees, and come on down into a child pose. Stretch those fingertips forward, just stretching out that spine that we just work so heartily and beautifully. All right, let's move along into fixed firm. So here we go. We're going to come to the front of our mat or the middle of our mat, depending on who you are. Knees together, heels to feet together, bum on heels. If this is your pose today, awesome. If you'd like to go a little further, come forward, open up your ankles, bring your bum to the floor. If this is too hard for you, go back to the original pose. If your bum's on the floor, take a look. See that your feet are going straight behind you. We don't want them winging out to the side here. We're always about protecting. And now let's go a little further, perhaps. Bring your palms of your hands to the soles of your feet and come on back. Maybe one elbow, other elbow. If it's too much, back off. That's okay. Know your body. If you'd like to bring your shoulders down, now's the time to do it. Again, if you hold your breath, or if you're finding that it's just too much for you, please back off. If you are on your back with your shoulders touching, do what Keith is doing. Grab your elbows over top your head. Chin is tucked. Arch that back, so like bring in your chest to the sky. Think back bending. If your knees come open, 100% acceptable. But if they start to come off the floor, maybe you've gone a little too far. Really learning how to listen to your body and gauge your own movements. For 3, 2, 1, and change. Come on up slow and steady. Same way you went down, elbow, elbow. And let's find ourselves into a little quick shavas, just because that's such a powerful pose, especially for the ankles, the feet, and the knees. And let's flush that. That's the science of yoga working right there. Tourniquet effect. Squeeze everything out. And then when you release, flush everything out. body's innate ability to heal itself. It's a miracle. All right, let's move along. A straight leg sit up, toes and heels together. Flex the toes back. Arms come up over the head. Cross the thumbs only. As you inhale, you sit up. And then double exhale, bounce, bounce. Yes. Spin around, please. Let's set ourselves up for the half tortoise part of the series. Knees together, heels together, bum on heels. Arms come up over the head. Find your thumbs crossed. Again, working on locking those elbows with your ears. Chin away from chest. Inhale. Stretch up. Always with the space. Here we go. Come forward. You're hinging. Look forward. Strive to keep your arms with your ears. Engage your core. See if you can get your forehead on the mat. One day, that's your journey. Once you're there, allow your bum to your heels. Kiss the mat. Eyes are open. See what you can do about locking those elbows. One day, just your pinky fingertips will be on the floor. Your wrist will be pushing forward. Think lengthening of the spine here. Long. Before we go anywhere, engage that core. That's what we're using. Here we go. Inhale, breathing. Arms stay with ears. Straight spine. Come on up. Inhale. Zoop. Stretch up. Arms down. Beautiful. Let's move right into camel, please. So coming up onto the knees. Find 6 to 8 to 10 inches between your knees, whatever works for you. I like a little extra space there. It's easier. Really let your head look for the baseboard behind you, and now begin. Push your stomach, hip, thighs forward. Think about the front of your thighs being parallel with the front wall. Mouth is closed, eyes are open. If you want to grab your heels with your hands, go for it now. It's not necessary. You're still getting full benefit. Remember, 1% correctly equals 100% benefit. Either way, no matter where you are, keep pushing those hips forward. Keep breathing. Allow yourself the sensation. It's a little freaky, but it's so amazing for you. For 3, 2, 1, and change. Slow and steady, hands back on hips. Nice work. Find your way back down, bum to heels. Be here for a moment. Sometimes get a little tunnel vision. Many things can happen into camel. Just learn how to ride through it. All right, let's move along into the rabbit, please. So once again, knees together, heels together, bum on heels. For Keith likes to pull the towel over his heels. That's 100% okay. Find your hitchhiker thumb. So thumbs on the outside, because that's how we're going to go about grabbing those heels. So I've got a good grip here. Work the shoulder. Right leg straight. Bend the left knee. Tuck that left sole foot nice and tight into that inner right thigh. Stimulate all those lymphs. Clasp those fingers together. Right to the webbing. Arms come up. Inhale, stretch up. Turn your whole body to the right. Here we go. Exhale, tuck the chin. Bend the right knee if you need. Think forehead to knee, grabbing the ball of the right foot. Again, if your knee's bent a lot, that's okie dokie. That's the pose. Now drop the left shoulder. Eyes are still open. And be with your stretch here. Feel it. One day you'll be able to flex your toes right back to your face. That's all opening up in your hammies here. And change, please. Come on up. Change legs. So now we're going to bend the right knee, tuck that sole foot right into the inner left thigh. Inhale, breath, stretch up. Turn the whole body to the left. Here we go. Tuck the chin, forehead to knee, grab the foot. So once again, bend that knee as much as you need. And once you're there, And where you need to be, drop that right shoulder. Think 2 shoulders nice in one line. And then both legs will come out in front of you, and we're going to do a really super quick sit-up. So here we go. As soon as the shoulders hit, sit up. Double exhale, bounce, bounce. Now grab your toes with your 2-piece fingers, please, your big toes. And then we're going to walk our bum behind us. Boop-a-doop-a-doo, doop-a-dee-boop-a-doo. All right, beautiful. Chest up. That we're thinking of that. We're thinking of a straight spine, so coming right from the lower part of our spine, that's what we're working for. Push yourself forward. If your knees are bent in order to keep your spine straight, awesome. We're really getting in touch with our spine in this series. So when he breathes in, he gets nice and tall. As he pulls forward, he exhales. Nice. One more time, Keith. Inhale, get tall. Come on down. Yeah, super good. And change. All right. Final spinal twist. Yeah. So right from where he is, he can either bend his left leg beneath him and bring the right foot over his left knee, or he can keep his left leg straight. Either way, right foot comes over. Right hand behind the tail. Bring that left elbow behind the right knee. Grab your so whatever you did on the one side, same. The right leg is bent. Go to the outside of that knee. Very good.